There we go. Now finally, ahoy everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
Fierce Mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service, along with...
Gunnery Mate Rom.
And...
Dervin Lord, the Irkish Armor.
And...
Krogan Armor.
And welcome back to Mass Effect, where this needs to be fixed again. So give me a sec on that. There and there. Just run the lizard through the dishwasher for a second. Yeah, welcome back. Last time we finished Novaria, and well, yeah, Lara was traumatized and basically sought comfort in Shepard's arms, but yeah, because we're not because I don't want to censor stuff in this game, we had to let her down on that.
Yeah,
okay.
Let her down easy so a different alien can get comfortable with us.
Yeah, no, I don't think some people really like Liara and Tali. But again, due to, as we said, to avoid less censoring work, we will go for Tali in the next game.
Yeah. Plus, most people go for her anyways, I believe.
Shepard.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
I think you could unofficially start her relationship here, but it's only like a just barely acknowledged thing.
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people.
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm not like you, Shepard. I'm no hero. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to.
So you do.
But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
Nope. Another new one?
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I guess he has a point there.
Yep.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
Okay.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah, can't really blame him too much, seeing as when he tried to, well, help his people, his father tried to murder him on a fucking graveyard.
Commander?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a few minutes to
After
talk?
that,
One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
I was gonna say, after you basically get nearly stabbed in the back by your old man, you kind of lose all hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Okay, there's context here I think I'm missing, but...
Yeah, like either she's talking about siblings or different family members or entirely different families.
It's a long story, but let her say it.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
Typical. But I meant more those names specifically, Arnold and Quisling. The fuck with those names. Like, okay, I get Benedict Arnold.
Yeah, Quisling. I don't remember where I know that. Hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I had to guess, it sounds like names of maybe family members or some other.
No,
group
they're
Yes,
known
families.
traitors.
Okay.
That's stuff that I won't figure out.
Just, now I just got the stupid idea of what if at one point someone, if someone like, named with the last name John just did some horrible crime that got basically the name John expunged from history. That would leave a lot of blank space all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, found him. Quisling was a Norwegian military officer, politician, and Nazi collaborator who headed the government of Norway when they were taken over by Nazi Germany.
Okay, that explains that.
Basically, he was a collaborator or traitor, the same way Arnold, the same way Benedict Arnold was.
Okay.
As I
Well,
recall, your grandfather
probably
held out for a long
slightly
time.
worse.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
So yeah, compared to those two, he did surrender, but was more of a we're out of ammo, everyone's dying, and I'm out of ideas, and we can't get back up.
And not to mention the Turians are throwing rocks at us from space.
Yeah, since the Turians don't really have a concept of non-military.
Yeah.
Which they know it, but they for some reason they seem to assume that every other species, or at least the ones that they newly discover, must run on the same logic. So yeah, they were basically the Turians were just committing war crimes on Shanxi.
Imagine if they ran into XCOM Earth, like.
Yeah. Well, there are a good few Mass Effect XCOM crossovers. I think there's at least 2 of pretty good quality, but I don't think they've been updated in a while. But I could be wrong on that, because I don't keep active track.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Okay, let's check this one, since the one with Alenko gave a different result, so...
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Yeah.
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Skipper.
Okay, I didn't know that those would actually give different answers after each mission, so we did miss out on a bit of that.
Am I the only one that knew that?
Yeah.
Chief.
Hmm?
Ma'am.
Am I
Apparently.
the only one that knew that?
Yes.
I gotta figure talk to your like team after doing a thing is probably just to get their opinions on what the flying fuck just happened is a normal
Wait.
thing people do in RPGs.
Yeah, just
Wait,
that the
hold up.
Oh.
just
Hold-
that
hold up,
the
hold up.
this didn't go to the same thing as this.
Here's a very-
I thought it was with Elenko
don't think-
with him being like this. I thought it was more like more Paragon way of asking, a more renegade form of asking.
Ma'am.
Captain, I don't think the option was there earlier times. We did ask them after missions, but that option wasn't there until now.
Not
think.
sure, but
For each of the many times we put in the streams, you went to them to talk through them, or they had it as an option, and that was not an option or the other times until now.
I think it was, but too late now.
You probably forgot.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Now you're already doing a lot. Now, technically, we've only brought you along on the Citadel, so there's not actually that much that you've done. So I guess you're getting antsy.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So
I'm standing
Skeletor
concerned
looks.
We will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Go ahead.
Well, apparently they did a pretty good job with He-Man on the live-action upcoming Masters of the Universe film, but for some reason they made Skeletor played by Jared Leto.
Of
Weird.
course. Wasn't his career considered dead after the whole Joker thing?
No, he somehow got to be the fucking protagonist of Tron Ares, the
Yeah.
Tron movie
Yeah.
that nobody liked. Like, a lot of people have opinions about Legacy, but it's divided, so at least some people like it. Everybody pretty much hated Ares.
As for
I
who,
don't know. I need to know.
he's basically that that quote-unquote method actor who was playing Joker in Suicide Squad, I believe, but was basically just quote-unquote method acting to cover the fact that they were a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I think so. But the only movie I've seen that I like him on is Lord of War. That's the
Think I've
one
heard
where
that.
That's the one where Nicolas Cage becomes an international gun runner.
Okay. I think I've heard of that one, but not seen it.
I think
Doesn't
I
seem
remember
familiar to me.
trailers, but I may have forgotten about it until now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I mean, what are we gonna do? Double tap? Actually, no. Yeah, we have a license to kill. We can double tap him in the back of the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not a Spectre anymore, so he doesn't get any of the protections.
Technically speaking, we could do that to him right there.
Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
So I just gotta type out a message there. Okay.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes,
Oh, we didn't know that he had investments in Overia for one, so for all we know, he has other stuff going on that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
For all we know, he's working with an undetermined high Black Ops thing on probably something to shoot at Earth.
Yeah.
That reminds me,
Also,
are the
noticing-
Killzone... I was gonna say, are the Killzone games on the table for
Streaming?
streaming?
I've never played any of, haven't even owned any of them, but if I can get my hands on some copies of them,
They
yeah,
were
I'd be up
released
for it.
for the. They were released for the PS2. Okay, the first game is a PS2 game. The second and third ones are PS3. The fourth one is PS4, and there were two spin-offs, one on PSP, one on Vita.
Okay, now that I actually
Also,
think
I was
about it, I
gonna-
think... Go ahead.
If I remember,
I was just gonna say that I made a little observation. So that's like I noticed in this game the Tugurian's mandibles on the sides of their mouth don't move, but I think in the next games they do, like independently
This-
of the mouth.
it
Yeah.
might be because of, it is the first game. They're still working things out, and it's unreal. They're barely figuring out how to make sure humans function.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
Also-
bit with Nihilus early on, but yeah, it is the first game, and I think they'd rather not have to redo all the animations of them talking.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Aurora.
Hello, Aurora, hope you're doing well.
Also,
And-
Ron, to answer your question, the only thing that's on the table at the moment is the captain's mug.
And you.
And your sword.
Yeah, I was gonna mention there was a release called the Killzone Trilogy for PS3 that had the second and third game on disc, and the first game you could get as a downloadable HD version.
Okay. I
you can
thought
probably
I'd
look it
gotten
up
my
in the-
hands a second-hand copy of one of them, but it's not in the games list, so...
And double check. It's always fun when you write a list and then you kind of got something new, but you didn't update it.
True. Let's see.
Uh,
What kind of polemic were you having? The heck's a polemic.
It was just you. Yeah, it was just to ask you, Captain. Ron, do you know?
No, I'm very
Right.
confused by this conversation now.
Wait, none of us knows that word.
I don't know
not.
what the heck it is. Aurora, help us out here. What are you talking about?
Okay, just looking up for second-hand copies of that. Let's talk with Tally.
Feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like
Oh, that's
everyone
what she's
else on
talking
your
about.
crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
Let's see. I
So,
believe we
funny
talked
thing
about
I
this.
wanted to point
I
out
should go.
Hmm?
See you later.
about Quar, and you know what? I'll wait until I meet two for that one.
Okay.
Well, now you're just
Yeah.
throwing us in suspense, but okay.
Yeah, it's more about Quarians in general. It's an animation quirk, but it makes
Commander?
more sense if we get everybody else.
Yeah.
Yes,
few
I
minutes to
think,
talk.
I think we did forget to talk to
I
her.
should get back to my duty, Skipper.
Yeah.
Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet.
I'm noticing a lot of animation quirks.
Okay.
Dismissed.
Ma'am.
Yeah,
Like, I know
this important member of the team has been just cleaning rifles here the whole fucking time.
Wait, go back, go back. Use the lockers, set their freaking gear instead of us having to do it on the field.
Yeah, that's probably a good
it's-
idea.
We
Yeah,
did
also,
clean things
uh,
out.
Has,
We got an answer in chat.
Let's see. A controversial argument, especially when refuting or attacking a specific opinion or doctrine. So like a certain letter that got hung on a certain wooden door.
Oh, polemic. That's what you meant. Yeah, I've actually heard that before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually,
We had a talk
has no
with
use in
Gary about something, but I don't think we four had that kind of discussion.
When she mentioned us having a polemic, my initial thought was actually, is she talking about food?
So I just realized something stupid.
Oh.
Looking for supplies?
So,
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
just to ask the random as fuck question, biotic amps. Because there's like regular. Oh, hey, good armor.
Yep, finally.
I was gonna say, because when Caden talks about getting his biotic implants, they're like the L2s or whatever that give him migraines when he went to the wild. It's like, part of me has to wonder, how do you swap biotic amps?
Good
Is it like
question
something
on that,
they put
actually.
Yeah.
Like, is it a? Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's some kind of specialized surgery, but I'm not sure.
We can take a look at the codex page for it. This is actually way superior to what we have at the moment.
Yeah, but yeah, to answer Aurora, they were talking about a game to stream, and then we had earlier talked with Gary about what he wanted to do with Saren, but we four didn't have a debate about an opinion, as far as I understand.
Okay, but yeah, these are the Spectre Master gear. So yeah, that is typically that is the best thing that you can get, I believe. So
Unfortunately, we can't yet buy a big ass Black Widow anti-tank rifle.
Yeah. Also, I should clarify.
Yet.
Gary's Garrus. I don't know why I'm calling Gary.
Yeah, I was about to say, why do you keep calling him Gary?
No, so that,
Yeah, I was
okay,
looking
that
at
was medium.
I was about to be like, you keep irking my brain because I keep wanting to correct you to be like Garrett.
I think it's just what it
Actually, I'm
seems so
keeping
similar to a joke name I usually use for random things.
Okay, Liara, you get our backup pistol.
Oh, hey, guys, look! Aurora agrees with me.
Gary.
No. I gotta turn you guys away from this right now. No.
You're destroying Derby's brain.
Yeah, also
You're gonna make
about
me go.
that.
Hey, you're gonna make me go into a Krogan blood rage, damn it.
And also before I forget, you two, and especially Rom here, actually made my brain have a bit of a brain fart.
Oh.
When you mentioned Kane?
Oh.
Yeah, I thought of the wrong Kane.
What did you think of?
Command and Conquer?
Tiberian Sun.
Command and Conquer, yeah.
I'm not sure if it exists yet, so I'm not gonna really say what kind of cane I thought of, other than the hint of it is a weapon in the next game.
Oh, right,
Kane
yeah,
is a
that
weapon?
thing.
Well, actually, yeah,
No,
Kane is supposed
not
to
a
be
wooden-
a weapon.
It's the
Actually,
cane with AI.
I suppose I could spoil it because it's not like
Let's
it
leave
might
that
not
one
exist,
for
but-
then.
But yeah, suffice to say, it's not as weak as it sounds. It's not like a wooden cane. It's like the most crazy weapon I've ever seen.
It's
in
a heavy
Mass
metal
Effect game.
cane.
Yeah, kills people with heavy metal.
Okay,
Not the
for
metal
now
kind of
though,
metal.
don't think we can get anything new out of Joker.
Wait, are you saying there's a weapon named Kane that destroys things with heavy metal music?
Maybe.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay, for now though, let's finally go deal with this rogue VI, huh?
Yeah. I will say, though, that if the Kane I'm thinking of exists in this game, I've never seen it.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
Wait, are we getting the intro on this
How can I help,
again?
Admiral?
Biotic fanatics
Or
have
not.
hit a medical research station with a
I
psychotropic
think it-
drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
This is
So if I
new.
shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I thought we did this one.
No, this,
I think this is a
that's
different
from-
one.
I think you're thinking of the Thorian.
He has talked about this mission before, but this is more of an extra explanation behind it.
Well, Yeah,
A bit more
this sounds like
detail.
this sounds like the biotic terrorist group a little bit that we did earlier. So
Yeah, but that was a freighter, not a complex.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright.
So the easiest thing to do is, well, we're in Sol. We might as well deal with the damn VI.
yeah,
Okay.
this area.
Pluto. Good.
I was about to say, going back to the Sol system in Mass Effect 2 is equally funny too when you start doing like the mining.
Yeah. Pluto is one of Sol's numerous ice dwarf worlds. It is mainly of note for being the gravitational anchor for the Prothean mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto and the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice and considered a moon, orbit each other. Pluto's orbit was circularized in 2157 as a side effect of the Charon mass relay recovery operations. Okay. Population on the gateway stations, almost 10,000. 40 distance, 250-year round trip, 9-hour day, so okay, that spins very fast then. Only a trace amount of atmosphere, so no pressure. Very cold and practically no gravity.
Yeah.
Okay, Neptune. Let's see. Aurora, but I insist on the double R. Okay, we can R agree again on that. The whole stream is lagging for me, but I think it's on Twitch's end. Probably. OBS says that there's only been 7 missed frames out of 170,000.
Yeah, I want to say, because I want to say we've been lagging less on our icons today, and of course I saw one I was starting to lag a bit.
Yeah, I experienced a bit of a hiccup during conversation there, so.
Okay. Speaking of net issues, I compared the pictures I took of my Ethernet stuff in the hardware manager or device manager, the device manager, I think. Yeah, there was no noticeable difference. So whatever causes my internet to freak out is something other than that. Let's see. Though Neptune, like Uranus, has plentiful helium, its remoteness made it an unpromising target for mining before development of Mass Effect drive. With Uranus cheaper to exploit, it has never seen extensive development. The only permanent human presence is a small research facility on Triton of 70 people there. Okay, 29 AU, very slow period, the orbital periods, and it spins pretty fast. Okay. Of course.
Hope they at least have a small arrangement of planetary defense cannons on Triton.
After the development of Mass Effect FTL drive, distant Uranus was the target of a land rush to exploit its combination of plentiful helium-3 fuel and shallow, for a gas giant, gravity well. Today Uranus is the largest producer of HE3 in Alliance space. with a very large population. And the cap... Okay, I guess you could say that a gas giant could have a capital if there's enough stations all over it. Huh.
Yeah.
Sakharov Station. No, Aurora, we're not going to poke the planet. Let's see, 120 years and a 17-hour day.
Well, we have to poke it in Mass Effect 2.
Bloody... I expected that joke from the captain.
Okay, Saturn has been a major source of helium-3 fuel for fusion plants since the 2150s. The moon of Titan is mined for hydrocarbons and used as a hostile environments training facility for Alliance Marines. A population of 117 on the orbitals and Titan, with a capital of Huygendome. 9.5 AU, 30-year orbital period, and a 10-hour day. Okay, Jupiter. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept its moons from being significantly exploited. The largest outpost is Binary Helix Corporation's Nautilus facility, attached to the underside of Europa's ice sheet. Only a population of 9,100. Yep. Hello there in chat, Fiery On. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the stream. Okay, people shouting in the background. May need to cut that out. An orbital distance of 5. Orbital period of 12 years. And a day of only 10 hours. Okay, anything of interest? Of course, there's nothing of interest left in the asteroids. Mars. Once considered a prospect for terraforming and colonization, the discovery of faster-than-light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern pole is a historical preserve centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted as the search for Prothean artifacts continues. The colony founded in 2103, with a population of 3.4 million and the capital of Lowell City. 1.5 AU distance, 1.88 year. Almost the same length, only a little bit longer. Very low pressure, very low temperature, and low gravity as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, we reach Earth then, of course. For detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Alliance Galactic Codex. Earth orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space development. Use of kinetic barriers is recommended at altitudes over 85 kilometers. Population of 11 billion. Population L4 and L5 stations in orbit. Yep. Thank you for the follow, Firion. Hope you'll enjoy the show. Yeah, everything is just standard here.
Yep.
Let's see. Next up, we have Venus. Let's see. With its molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere, Venus has only a handful of aerostat research posts with a population of 800. Very close orbital distance. Very long day, but not tide-locked.
Yep.
Actually, I have to switch around. It's okay for it being so close. Oh no, it's days, not years. So yeah, it goes around quite fast. Even then, it is almost tide-locked, but not exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. High pressure, high temperature, decent gravity. Okay, and last but not least, a handful of solar power stations exist on peaks of eternal light at the north and south poles of Mercury. The difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the Sun and high orbital velocity have limited development. Lowest population I think we've seen of everything.
Yeah.
Very short distance. 88-day period. Yes, year. 60 day. No, 60. No, that is slow. Just I thought that was hours at first. Trace atmosphere, high temperature, low gravity. Yeah, we're playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Firion. Basically, yeah, remakes remakes sort of the entire trilogy. I'm not sure what upgrades they might have put on Mass Effect 3 or 2, but this one definitely got the biggest boost out of all of them, huh?
Yep.
Like with the original graphics back in 2009, it took me a whole long time to realize that the Turians actually have pupils and such. First I thought they were just the eye holes were practically blank. Let's see. An early source of helium-3, Luna is now mined for materials used in space habitat construction. 24 major stations have been constructed at Earth's L4 and L5 Lagrange points. I've heard that before, but I don't know what it means.
I'm not really sure either.
It's a science thing.
All from Lunar Resources. Colony founded in 2069. Population of 4.1 million. That's quite a lot of people on the moon. With the capital of Armstrong. Okay, shortest yet because it's a freaking moon, not an actual planet. 27. Okay. It's somewhat long. A base. Okay, I think it means the orbital period around the planet itself, of course. So of course the day is about the same length.
Also, I think you can guess the name capital. What's named that?
It's probably named
astronauts. Okay. Let's bring Garrus out for us again. Let's see. Firion, I meant more what's happening right now. I can tell what game is being played. Yeah, we're doing side quests. Probably for a good part of this. We have done the 3 major missions because we've got Liara, we're done with Novaria and Pharaohs. So that means that Vermeer is next. But let's clean up a bit first.
No, Aurora, not Gary.
Let's see. The launch point is 0 gravity. The heck was that someone? Was that laughter in someone's background?
I laughed, but I think Rome just shouted "we" or something.
Yes.
No, I think.
For the landing. Actually, Codex, secondary. Let's see, technology. Oh, biotic amps. I didn't think it would be the first one. Laurent's point is a 0 gravity point where all gravitation fields, planet plus sun, are compensated. Okay, so basically...
I'll be right back.
Okay, so basically a point where it won't get pulled towards the sun or the planet, I'm guessing. Earth has 4 of those points.
Yeah.
Didn't it say L4 and 5? Or I'll check again after this. Okay, and I was correct on that. Let's see. Biotics manipulate Mass Effect fields using dozens of Element 0 nodules within their nervous systems that react to electric stimuli from the brain. Amplifiers allow biotics to synchronize nodules so they can form fields large and strong enough for practical use. Amplifiers can improve a specific discipline or talent. An implant is a surgically embedded interface port into which amps are plugged in. Okay, so that's how you can swap them around without, well, getting on a freaking operating table like in Cyberpunk, I believe it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's for every upgrade you basically get cut open.
Nice to see I had the right guess.
On humans, the implant is usually placed at the base of the skull for convenient access, though the user must be careful to keep it free of contaminants. Import plugs can fit a variety of amps, and there is a growing market for modifications and add-ons. The finest quality implants and amps are manufactured by Asari artisans, and the Alliance's L3 implants, first deployed in 2170, are a significant step forward. Okay. That's anything of... I would
Lots
like
of
if
new
these
audio
could be
ones.
opened without automatically playing the log that it starts on.
Yeah.
After
that there.
Thresher moths are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
Yeah, and that would be the
makes me
origin
wonder,
if you went with Soul Survivor.
Yeah. I was gonna say, that makes me wonder what the hell would happen if frickin' a Thresher moth somehow managed to make it aboard an Earthbound ship.
I think the eggs
bloody
were. I think their spores aren't like the size of other like mushroom spores or such. That they're probably still like a good meter or something, or at least a few feet. So if it were to, well, if one of those were to end up on a ship, people would fucking notice.
Yep.
It says spread by previous generation of space travelers.
Which probably means before the ships had sensors aboard to be like, hey, there's something clinging to the ship.
Okay, so could be that it actually starts off that small, and that at any point you're walking around on a planet, there might be miniature threshers just the size of fucking worms or something.
Bloody
Okay.
Isn't it they combined Warhammer
Graboids?
40k orcs with Tyranids?
Right, those might have been a partial inspiration.
Yeah, these things are basically...
The capital of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are greening as arcology skyscrapers and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily.
Of course.
Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums. Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances.
Didn't mean to interrupt there. You were going to say something?
I was basically going to say that like the Thresher moths, they're basically giant earthworms equal Eldritch Horror put together.
And yeah, this basically sounds to me like Earth of Command and Conquer 3 before, well, the big event.
Yeah.
Okay, just with
Somehow
less Tiberium.
Still get richer.
Okay, at least we don't have to worry about the
Conquer
stresses here.
I think it's a Command and Conquer Mass Effect crossover fanfic somewhere.
A good few probably, but probably only a few of actual quality. Like TV Tropes' fanfic Rex pages are good spots to find well, actually good fanfics and such. Like there was one fanfic, Avatar of Victory, which basically combines this world with Avatar: The Last Airbender of all things, and yeah, that was actually great. As odd as that might sound. Okay. Well, guess we're going rock climbing here, huh?
Yep, and that's a nice little view that we don't get to admire very much in other games. Nice little view of Earth in the background.
I heard that.
Hey, look, I can see my home from here.
I wanted to say that, yeah, but...
Yeah, I can see Canada from here.
Yeah, rockets.
Oh.
Okay, I believe...
How could you use...
Miami is out of range. I wanted to launch the slug at Miami.
Not blowing up Florida from the moon.
Yeah. I'm sure you could aim high enough, but whether or not you'd actually hit it.
Also, earlier I heard a treasure.
Okay, if a treasure mine was on Earth, that'd be pretty big news.
Oh, I thought about the moon.
There we go.
That would be an interesting one for Fox News or whatever news you listen to. Today on the news, we found a treasure mod hacking the bases.
Yeah, right. I mean, but well, he was driving up the rock. I thought I heard a treasure behind him.
Yeah, Fox News,
as long as you didn't hear
Fox
a big
quote-unquote news, would probably still find a way to blame the aliens for a thresher mine ending up here.
Yeah, it could be an alliance ship that spread it, and they'd still find a way to blame him, the aliens.
Okay, what is your obsession with the sniper rifle, Shepard? Also, speaking of, why are you using a pistol, Garrus? Put up a fucking...
Garrus, where did you even get the handgun?
Yeah,
I know I was trying to shoot Florida, Aurora. There. Okay. To be honest, now that we've got some Spectre gear, we probably won't get anything better that's, well, not different Spectre gear.
To make an addition to the captain's point of trying to hit Florida, I was gonna say too, if you were aiming for my home, you were aiming way in the wrong direction.
Oh, bloody heck. They have...
Yeah, they've got flying tripods, or flying camera stands.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I'm gonna call them what I called them last time we saw them.
That.
I think it was robot ducks or something. Like for a short moment, I actually mistook one for a duck.
Okay, now officially you're only allowed to call turrets ducks now. Auto ducks.
No, considering I don't wanna.
Crap.
A machine gun turret is already taken by Aurora, along with all the machine guns.
Okay, these are VI conduits.
Don't have you forgotten?
Oop.
I think Dura has forgotten that they were there when we started needing heavy machine guns and miniguns after Aurora.
Yeah, I think I was there to help create the idea.
Probably.
And then it became a thing.
Let's see. Personal log, Admiral Ines Lindholm. The other day an officer asked me a simple question. Why Hannibal? History is full of nations that compared themselves to ancient Rome, but in truth the system's alliance is Carthage. Carthage. We're no longer masters of our domain, but scrappy, belittled underdogs in a dangerous galaxy. Here and now, Rome is the Citadel. It's led by ruthless and technologically superior aliens that could and would crush us if we step out of line. Hannibal Barca was a transcendent military genius from ancient Carthage. He was a tactician of supreme quality whose men never mutinied and that threatened Rome like never before. There is no better name for a VI that will help us to level the playing field. Okay, so they named it...
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, just name your VI after an underdog known to go after the big dogs. And look, the dog bites.
Oh, and I don't know if we covered this, but returning to Dracu's thing about Aurora, I think it's safe to say the Mako is Aurora.
Let's see, another one. Yep, no, it's the same one. Okay. Okay, the lights on the optical mainframes flicker and die. The first of the 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. Okay, but the building's still filling with fart gas, so...
Yeah. So we're not fighting people this time, we're fighting a machine that can't fight back.
Something neurotoxin.
Okay.
You know, portal.
Yeah. Finally get to kill GLaDOS now, huh? Oh, hello.
If Cake appears at the end of the level, we know what I'm gonna say.
There we go. Oops, armor for our local Krogan. Okay. To be fully honest, I didn't realize that this was medium armor. It looks just like light armor to me. Like, if we find a bit of light armor, that's right. Yeah, we need to enter each of these.
Okay, and we're gonna call this Aurora now.
What, the Mako?
What, the Mako? Which I claimed would be our... I claimed to him that should be our Aurora earlier.
Okay. Oop. There. Okay.
You know what? It's kind of concerning considering the captain has somehow flipped the tank a few times.
No, it's not landed on its back yet.
Yet being the keyword.
Okay.
So with that being said, if you manage to flip the tank in the next, we'll say, half an hour, then I'll face palm.
Hello, my name is Commander Shepard, and this is Jackass! No, wait, welcome to Jackass! Flips the Mako.
I know it would be a perfect Jackass stunt for that. If you're trying to do a Jackass stunt, you tip the Mako over a ramp and you shoot the cannon trying to launch it.
But here's the thing. If we end up naming the tank after Aurora, I'll be more and more worried about the captain's driving, for Captain is not known for their driving skill.
Also,
somewhat better.
Should I even
driving or just
one at a time?
Should I even begin to explain the potential implications of us, quote unquote, riding Aurora?
Oh no!
Kinetic barrier fields.
More reason. You outvoted.
Let's censor this right now and just redacted the entire thing.
To be fully honest, you lot walked right into that one yourselves. Laura's leaving.
I was against it. I was concerned.
Oh my god. Jesus fuck. I'm not gonna be able to stop laughing for a good while.
Do you know anything about all these glitches? I've had an earful from the department heads about Hannibal ignoring commands during exercise and undertaking unorthodox tactics, unorthodox tactics to achieve a victory even in no-win simulations. You know the VI better than any of us do. Do you think this is intended behavior or is it some kind of code corruption? What does Van Lindholm art press ahead with some live fire exercises, so the sooner you can let us know, the better.
It's code
right,
corruption.
because that's the smart thing to do. Just live fire exercises while the combat VI is glitching.
Yeah,
Also,
and it's definitely
moving-
code corruption.
That's for Derby. That's for Captain.
What? What did I do?
You knew what you did.
What did I do?
I think we should make this as a rule. We shall not name vehicles after someone. At least not after friends.
We could name the main gun Aurora.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's get
Aurora,
up the 3 clusters.
your opinion on that
online.
one? I think Aurora has a big say in this.
Yeah, I'd say Aurora should be the topside gun, but what does she say?
That they're leaving. Let's see.
They said that a bit ago. I'm sure they actually left or not.
Probably not.
Are you still here,
They're
Aurora?
just playing it up. Okay. Yeah, I think these barriers are actually supposed to look different since they're basically just bigger versions of the Geth ones.
I'm not sure if my mic will pick it up, but Aurora says...
Go. Yeah, they're still here. Okay, to be fully honest, I was expecting Aurora to point that out if I hadn't.
Yeah. But yeah, Aurora,
also,
that's not an answer.
Right,
There
look at
we
the
go.
ramp. I said, look at the ramp, not fire the cannon.
Go fire the
I heard
cannon?
look at the
Okay.
ramp, like,
Do you notice
I heard
something
look at the
on the... Oh, bloody. Do you notice something on the landing pad there?
You mean the corpses?
Yeah, without any clothing.
Yeah.
It's more
Yeah.
corpse reusal.
you know what that tells me? Their suits got burnt up from shots.
You know, it looks like these
I mean, everything
exploded,
runs off thermal cliffs, so...
could it be that they were not wearing suits inside, prepping to get out or such, or the suits just burnt up from in the explosion?
It could be, but I don't think that's the case, because I think landing on the moon, they'd still want to wear spacesuits for getting out, so that they don't have to worry about it.
True. Okay.
And also, I'm not really sure if those, I think they're called Kodiak shuttles. I'm not sure if they're environmentally sealed or not, so...
I think they're supposed to be, but... Yeah, supposed to is a big difference from is.
From what I can remember,
Yeah.
yes, they're sealed, but also it looked like it had been blown up.
Yeah, like that one. Both of those ones looked like both side doors had been blown completely off, so...
There was a lot of electronics going off all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure the biotics are useless against these things, because, yeah, they're already using thrusters to stick in place.
All clear.
Useless or limited use, because if you use warp, then that might actually do something, just not as much as it would to a standard opponent or regular shielding.
Push and lift wouldn't do anything.
With armor.
I think I just come up with another name for those turrets.
No.
Oh god.
Canadian geese.
Oop, drones.
Well, they are stupider than Canadian geese, so I'd allow it. It's been a while since I said this, but sometime last year, I think, I almost hit a Canadian goose because it was trying to fly away, but it was stupidly flying the way I was driving.
Of course. Let's see. To Lieutenant Donald Singh from Lieutenant Mark Gillum. Don, I've secured the package. How the Elker could let one of these babies slip through their fingers is beyond me, but our targeting VI is a beaut. I can only imagine the wealth of data that's inside, but I swear I won't touch it. Honest. I'll keep my head down until the Nos Astroport Authority gives us clearance to disembark. You know, this place is stunning, but do you remember that time those scuttlebones ambushed us at Jahin Spaceport on Benning? The whole time I've been here, I felt the same way I did just before that happened, Mark. Okay.
Okay, to that I say, the guy that said, I swear I won't touch it, I'll be like, hey, $10 says he touched it and hit it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, he doth protest too loudly. Oh, hello. There we go. There's probably more of them waiting.
Probably.
That's for now. Okay. Second to last. And there we go. A burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your heart suit's heads-up display interprets it into a series of ones and zeros. 010010000. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flicker and die. Specialization class achieved. Anyone want to take a guess as to what this translates to into letters?
Not a clue.
Also, I was gonna say Daisy, Daisy, tell me a song and blah.
Okay, what does the game DayZ have to do anything? There's no zombies here.
Oh, for
Okay.
love of...
H-E-L, and I think you can all guess the next one. Not another L.
Help.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
understand binary, so I was just gonna be like, okay, sure.
Also, I was referencing 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your specialization class will replace your base class in the talents on the squad screen. Talent ranks in your base class transfer over to your specialization class. Go to your squads. Okay. Oh.
So we can now. Oh.
Wait, was this actually in... I don't
What?
remember this at
Yes,
all.
this wasn't. Yes, this
Okay, I
wasn't
don't
the
remember this
original,
ever
and yes, you got it. This wasn't the original, and yes, you got it at this point by
Okay, I
taking
can
down the
believe
VI.
that.
That explains a lot, because this is by no means familiar to me, and I don't even remember doing this mission in my own playthroughs.
Okay, we've got Shock Trooper, highly skilled killing machine. Shock Troopers excel in all combat situations, increased health, protection, improves immunity or barrier ability, improve the adrenaline ability. Immunity is from the soldier class, I believe.
Yeah.
Then we have Nemesis. The Nemesis is a biotic specialist who uses Mass Effect fuels to inflict heavy damage against opponents, increased duration and damage of all biotic abilities, improved warp, improved lift. Okay, so yeah, basically lean more towards combat, lean more towards biotics.
Yeah, so I guess that makes us want to ask the question, which do you prefer, higher damage or tank?
Personally, I would say this one, though the one biotic ability we've used the most has been Throw, which doesn't get upgraded here. So I think let's just go for the more generic one.
Technically, it does get a little bit of an improvement from the increased duration and stuff, but that's about it.
True, but I don't think you can really increase the duration against on just giving someone a punt into the ceiling.
Wait, look, can you still use those bionics things?
Biotics. Yeah, we still have them. It's just upgraded. So
we
it just
have
turns this.
all over. Those are called cybernetics.
Okay.
Okay, I probably should upgrade this at some point, but actually for now, let's upgrade this. So that when our team goes down, we can pick them up. Okay, got a lot of health out of that.
Don't Don't forget
It's
to
just
patch.
Go on.
I was gonna say, don't forget to put points into Tally so she can upgrade her shotgun.
Yep.
Actually, let's just manually do that now. There, because I get the feeling she would have upgraded something else instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Yay,
something-
1 point to the shotgun.
by the way, I want us to take a look at a close up at the helmet you're using on Shepard.
Okay.
And this is something
Also,
that,
Guess Armory.
Where the fuck did we get that?
Yeah, where the hell was the Alliance storing a Geth weapon? Like, when the hell is someone going to Alliance base and be like, hey, let's take this home with us?
What the fuck? This is some black market bullshit. These guys in Luna were doing some wild shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But look at the helmet. Notice something strange
No.
with the visor.
No.
No, the air.
It's the default.
It's a bit too high.
That's.
Yeah,
yeah.
like it looks like
Yeah,
he's trying
maybe.
to look over.
Yeah.
With Garrus,
I mean,
it
they
makes
also
full
have-
sense, outside of just leaving the front of the freaking forehead open.
Yeah, that's like.
I mean,
where's
if nothing else, those like the invisible spots might actually just be like, just what am I thinking of? Glass, like the equivalent of
Yeah.
glass.
But I mean, like Garrus's helmet in the future game, whenever he is wearing his Turian helmet, you can see that the glass for his visor is usually like blue, so that you can't see his face.
Yeah, it's opaque. But this is
It's-
also ME1, remember?
Yeah,
We really
so
have no idea what we're doing.
even with the Legendary Edition upgrade and the mods, it's still just early jank. Which is, I think I said this before, but it really shares that with the Witcher franchise, that the first games were a bit iffy, well written and such, but just pale in comparison to the ones after.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, we can return to the Normandy.
Also, without any spoilers, there are some alien allies in the next game that I am excited to see how Drakir reacts to meeting.
Okay.
For now, though, we're done here.
Like, yeah, basically, Drakir, there are some aliens that it's like, I'll be curious to see what your first impression is of some of them.
I think we should leave this one as one of the last ones. Like, we do have Charm maxed out now, so whatever...
Okay, so I should point out that maybe we should do it now, at least. Not to leave it to the last ones, but since there's no continue game option.
True,
if you want to save something for last, I would suggest we can go look for Rex's armor.
Okay, I didn't mean...
No, we need we need that for a plot thing.
Yeah, I think we can grab it whenever, so it'll be useful to grab it now, but whenever is good.
I remember something about options being limited later, but yeah, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, options are limited after a certain point in the story.
Okay, so,
yeah, so
let's do what we can then still, and before we hit Vermeer, we go deal with the asteroid that was due to hit the planet in an hour's time, and we've probably been away for a good few weeks now.
Yep. And make sure you pick up Rex's family armor before then, too.
Let's see. Cyber is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud decks of its hydrogen atmosphere tinted a dramatic blue by traces of methane. Okay.
Looks kind of like a big-ass ocean.
We find Helium 3. Orbital period of 160 years. And a day... No, half a day's length.
Yeah.
Okay. Can run? Okay, they can't run, but they can rum.
What about rum?
Can rum. Arr, matey. Pirates here.
Hey, look, this is the pirate, hangout spot.
Seeing that. Canrum is a small rocky world with a trace atmosphere of methane and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of carbon. Canrum was the site of the warlord Shiagur's defeat by Turian peacekeeping forces during the Krogan rebellions. While this band was not especially powerful, Shiagur was a female warlord and one of the few remaining fertile females at that. She had, through viciousness and cunning, parlayed her unique value into a position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band. Competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Shiagur's death was announced, vengeful male Krogan admirers near and far swore blood oaths against the participating Turian crews. In the end, several thousand of the Turian participants were killed in open combat or through assassination. To this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim that they have the blood of Shiagur. Okay.
I'm beginning to think nobody thought the genophage through, given this.
Yeah. And I think you're pronouncing her name right, but in Mass Effect 2 for sure, we hear the proper pronunciation.
Okay. So that's going to be a recurring corpse. Guess now they're not a recurring character since they're dead.
Definitely a recurring piece of history, though.
The orbital period is 67 years. A day is 32 hours. Very low atmosphere, very low temperature, and only about half gravity. Turian insignia. Scans of the planet Canrum revealed dangerous levels of radiation coming from orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted further scans and discovered the remains of an ancient warhead marked with the Parthia colony insignia.
I guess that's the Turian version of sighting a missile.
Yeah.
Like imagine,
bad luck if somebody shot it.
Like imagine if, somebody probably has like a missile and writes up yours on the warhead. The Turians instead put it in their fucking colony. Like, we made this proudly made in this specific colony.
Then it turns out to be a duds. The pirates that we were going to bomb find it, and they suddenly have your home address.
That's better than if it was secretly inactive and it just suddenly turns on.
Let's see. Thayer is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds of its upper atmosphere. Thayer was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. The superheating caused by the impactor's atmospheric passage created a large bank of vicious storms around the equatorial band. Okay. This does make me question a bit, though.
At all.
Is this something that is probably actually known already? In scientific communities at least, but do gas giants have like a solid core, or are they just, basically only gas gathered up at one spot or something?
Yeah, I was wondering there as well, what happens if a asteroid, crash into it?
I'm not really sure. I do know from a thing that I saw on Jupiter, apparently its core is basically really close to being a liquid. Supposedly.
Let's see, time to Google. Gas giant. Core.
Gas giant core state.
Let's see. Okay, are believed to be dense, compact centers of rock, metal, and ice, surrounded by immense layers of compressed hydrogen and helium. Okay, so we don't actually fucking know, but we theorize that it's that.
Yeah.
We're not getting the armor right now, but it is the next thing on the list after we check this, Aurora. For now, though, Vermalis has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. Okay, so we've got quite literal mole men. Very short orbital periods, short day, decent pressure, not so decent temperature, and decent gravity.
Wait, hold on. Subterranean networks with primitive life. Captain?
Yes.
Is this Hoxie's?
Maybe.
Rackenstone!
Coming in. Patching it through.
Oh, it's not too loud there.
General distress call. The Sacred Angel medical transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing.
Okay.
Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Okay, level 2 heat warning. Medgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It's a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Medgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Medgos seems well on its way to become a Venusian pressure cooker world. Okay, 3-year orbit, double day. A flat 1 atmosphere, and very high temperature, and a pretty good gravity as well. So if it wasn't for the fact that this place is basically an air fryer, it would be a pleasant place.
Oh dear.
I hope
I was saying, I hope I wasn't
So
too
how
loud
about we take
earlier.
the lady? So how about we take the Krogan and the lady who? No wait. Now you know what? Fuck it. Let's take Ashley and Kane. It's been a while since we've taken either one of those assholes.
Yeah.
Wait, his name is Cade. You called him
Caden.
Kane earlier.
Caden.
Yes.
Caden.
You called him Kane earlier this stream.
No, I called him Caden.
Caden, otherwise known as Caden the Canadian.
Okay, I heard Kane
Mental
when you spoke about
exploration.
him.
Okay, let's head to that transporter signal first, huh? Now I'm just picturing a Command & Conquer crossover with Mass Effect, where the only difference is that Caden has been replaced by fucking Kane.
Oh, bloody heck.
You can't kill the Messiah. Yeah, whatever, Kane. Just shut up.
Nukes him again.
With Command & Conquer crossover, at least I know to expect more absurd weapons that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah. Fucking Walker Max.
At least it's more. The ones I read were more grounded in the fucking Red Alert one. I had to give up on that one because it was just too fucking silly.
I remember I tried the Red Alert 3 one.
I want to point
for a
out
while.
that it literally had a precedent played by J.K. Simmons, whose platform was quite literally Grumall with a dolphin, with the mascot being a dolphin with a laser gun, and turned Mount Rushmore into a gun, like it made Mount Rushmore shoot lasers.
Yeah, there was a lot of absurd animal companions in battle.
Drop shit.
I think there was actually like
there was actual trap on that.
If you played as the Russians. And, right, and in Red Alert 3, the Japanese literally come in with fucking mechs, because of course they do.
Yep.
Yeah. Japanese came in with absurd anime-style walker mechs and shit. The Russians had attack bears.
And going by a joke from a guy who made a video about the Saludos of Red Alert, like every cutscene was made for an 80s porno.
Yeah, the only thing about
It'll
Red
just
Alert,
explode again.
about the Red Alert one that I kept was a poster that I had back from when I had the Xbox game for a little while. So on my wall, literally the only thing I have of Red Alert is the girls poster that I kept from the game.
Okay, I might be biased in this, because Red Alert 2 was one of the games that I grew up with. Never really did multiplayer with it though. Like, I've never done really competitive multiplayer with much. But I'd honestly say that Yuri is one of the best, or at least smartest, well, at first, villains in gaming.
Oh yeah.
Because bit of a spoiler for his for his expansion, but he basically starts the expansion off with already having conquered the world by being a sneaky fuck.
Well,
so basically, he's managed to dupe you a few times.
Yeah, I like Yuri and Kane for the or smart and stubborn.
Yeah, I suppose my main thing too is as long as their accents aren't too absurd, as much as I know that's kind of hard to avoid because freaking Hollywood stuff's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh right, let's not forget Emperor of Japan. Fucking.
Oh yeah.
Emperor, you are made of stupid Japan.
Yeah.
I forget the dude's name, but basically the voice.
George Takei.
George Takei, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the phrase you said?
One of the lines that he has, yeah,
no.
that.
Derby said the phrase. Wait, I got that. Wait, Derby, is this the?
Oh my!
Yes.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yes, that guy.
While searching the wreckage, you found a very old letter stamp with the Gothis colony's insignia. Unfortunately, the text is indecipherable. How the fuck did the letter survive in a on a volcanic planet like this? Like, that thing is exposed to the elements. Also,
maybe they just found it in the dead guy's clothes. Part of me wonders if that's a. Part of me wonders if that's a Dear John letter. Like, the poor bastard was being broken up with his girlfriend.
Yeah. And,
also,
while we're looking at that starship
shuttle.
While we're looking at that starship, I'm fairly certain that looked like a Korean vessel to me.
Okay, I don't know if it was something about Derby's mic or if I misheard him, but I heard curry.
Well, any curry you make on this planet is going to end up spicy.
Yeah. Like, if you want screaming hot, like, literally make you run around screaming, then you make curry here.
Yeah, you'll be screaming because your entire body is on fire from the atmosphere.
Oh gosh, my brain went ahead.
If you want to make it really more comical, you'll be running around screaming, hey, make the song of Burning Ring of Fire.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. So if we spoke about Red Alert, was Tim Curry acting as one of the characters?
Yep. And he escaped to the last place not touched by capitalism, space.
Yeah, hence my brain went, oh, that's probably where he went and started civilization, and named him Korean.
Like a joke in itself.
Honestly, more games should probably reference that scene by just having some escape pod in orbit of Earth with a corpse inside of it that smells of curry. Damn it.
I think there is something like that in one of the Mass Effects, but I'm not sure where.
Hello, Caden. Just get to work on that electronics degree.
Wait, let's take a look at the helmet.
Okay, that helmet looks better in the future games, because you can't see the eyes.
Very narrow field of view.
It makes me think of an animal or something.
It kind of does, but I'm not sure what kind of animal.
Maybe a monkey of a sorts? Like due to the large nostrils?
Yeah, but at the same time, it looks like a bee.
That helmet. It was in fucking Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Yeah.
Oh, it just looks similar to those. Yeah, just more goofy.
Just to be sure, we did see lots of Eclipse mercs earlier in our current gameplay, yeah?
Okay, do we have
Because
enough
that's what
now?
that helmet reminds me of, the Eclipse mercs.
Yes, we do. Okay,
And I see Aurora is a Team Curry fan.
well,
Does
to be
Tim
honest,
Curry
most
still
people would
do
call
things?
themselves that because Tim Curry is
Yeah.
just funny. That's
Yeah.
capital funny stop after.
I feel like I heard that some people don't like him.
It sucks.
I think he played in one
well.
of those FMG movies from the Zeros about Frankenstein or something.
Yeah.
I know.
It
Okay.
kind of reminds me on a bit of a sub note. On a little secondary note, I'm trying to build my own Normandy in No Man's Sky.
Of course.
And how's it going?
It's going tricky because there's not quite enough parts to do it 100% accurately, but I've seen some guides of how to make the shape. Roughly.
Did you say quirky or crikey?
Yes.
Neither of those.
He's in Normandy in No Man's Sky. Where did you hear quirky or cranky?
That actually reminds me. I
Where
found
did you hear all this?
It sounded like he said it was going quirky or something.
I heard crikey is what you thought you said, but okay.
I said, for ask if you said quirky or crikey.
Oh, it's not crikey, mate. Come on.
God damn it.
Okay, I mean, say this. Jervis' Australian accent is better than mine by far.
It's situational, but sometimes.
Yeah, I found a reason as to why there was never any Mass Effect Legos. Apparently, Lego has something that they don't want to get involved with anything that has mature stuff happening or so. So anything 18 plus.
Oh, that's a lie.
Hmm?
That's
That
a
doesn't
lie.
make sense to me, considering frickin' Mass
feel like
Effect would be
they
a
have.
great opportunity for them.
I feel like they have done Legos of things that are kinda 18 plus.
Not sure.
Though it could also be off-brand.
Could be.
That might be off-brand,
there are-
but yeah.
I believe there are.
I wouldn't doubt the possibility of something similar.
There are at least
I think
two
I heard
quote-unquote
actually-
knockoffs that are pretty big.
Yeah, I think they actually. I heard they actually started doing some, but because they did it. Yeah, I think you can guess a certain group that got angry about it when they actually tried to enter that market.
Yeah, the professionally scandalized. Let's see. Vebinok is a small terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of carbonaceous material, ice water, and low-density silicates. Rare but concentrated loads of light metals have been deposited by asteroid impacts. One hemisphere of Vebinok is covered by surface deposits of oxidized copper. Approximately 270 years ago, a Turian bulk gas transport was attacked by pirates in the Phoenix system. Damaged, it made a rough landing on Vebinok. The heat of the landing melted significant quantities of surface ice, and ruptured shipping containers spilled LOX. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, across the surface.
Some kind of
Before
liquid
this-
oxygen, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably that, yeah. Before this evaporated and escaped Vebinok's weak gravity, it reacted to cause the widespread rust. Okay, yeah, oxygen.
Wait. There's two looks I know of. One I recently might be kind of a fish dish or something made of fish. Other one is something you're familiar with, Captain.
Yeah, big,
From
hairy, and
Valheim.
poorly mooded.
I'm fairly certain it's
What?
not the Valheim Hawks, though.
Yes, it is those.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this stuff that got spilled is not giant oxes from Valheim.
Yeah, that would have had a different effect if a bunch of large furballs suddenly got ejected into, let's see, an atmosphere of a quarter.
I know what you meant, Captain, but I went with a different quarter. As in a coin.
There's a planet's atmosphere that's completely filled with American quarters for some blasted reason. It sounds like something in a fucking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing or something.
Yeah, sounds like anybody that loves to swim in money would like.
Speaking of that, actually, apparently within universe lore with Scrooge McDuck, that money bin is actually spare change for him, apparently. Like that most of his value is actually in investments all around the planet and such. And that is just, well, what he made personally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bloody heck. And I was thinking about that character and... Oh, bloody heck.
Okay. Another fun bit about Scrooge McDuck is that in Dutch his name has absolutely no comparison with, well, the Scrooge from Christmas Carol and such. I'm pretty sure he was named after that or something, but in Dutch he's called Dagobert or Dagobert.
Oh yeah.
In Sweden he's called, let's see, Joachim von Anka.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try to say that.
Transmitting signal.
Yeah, I thought for a while. I thought thanks to he was supposed to be Dutch. Then Captain has corrected me. Van is Dutch.
Yeah. Not as in the car, but last names with V-A-N. V-O-N is typically German or Austrian, I believe.
Yeah.
During a scan of the Phoenix system asteroid field, she detected an odd energy reading that Tali determined was Corian in nature. She led the recon team into the asteroid field, where she discovered an abandoned freighter. The team could not determine why the ship was there, but they did find a Prothean data disk on board. Okay.
Ooh, Prothean stuff.
I should probably explain. Anka means duck.
Okay.
Really?
Silsalto, a standard hydrogen and helium gas giant that has no remarkable features. Why do we get the feeling that Silsalto means like boring in Solarian?
Maybe.
Patashi, sun-blasted terrestrial world whose atmosphere was blasted away millennia ago by the star Phoenix. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of tin. Due to its relatively low density, Patashi is tidally locked to Phoenix. Seas of molten light metals cover much of the sunward side. Okay, so quite literal seas of molten metal. Over a period of 0.3.
So this is where the Autobots go to relax.
Relax and repair.
Precisely 0 atmosphere because the atmosphere got blasted. Okay.
If we tried to go there, we'd turn into humans too.
Found some samarium. Okay. And
Also
last but not least, Tantau. Let's see, what about Manuel? I'm not sure if that's a reference or if that's supposed to point out something that I missed or something. Let's see. Tantau is an enormous low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU from Phoenix, the star's great heat and the insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide with deposits of various light metals, while Tantau is not habitable. The relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships traveling through the Argos Rho cluster to land for drive discharge. Okay, I thought you had to do drive discharges at gas giants, but apparently you can do that anywhere then? In an atmosphere?
Yeah. I think the lore is to state that it's like convenient to do it at gas giants.
Okay. Let's see. Orbital period of 64 years, a day of 70 hours, high atmosphere, yeah, survivable temperature and good gravity. Okay.
Just a slight bit heavier than usual on this planet.
Yeah, just triple your weight. Yeah, let's take Garrus and Rex. Okay. This is his family armor that we're getting, so he's coming along one way or another.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think it actually hurts your relationship with them if you don't bring them, but they do give extra dialogue, I think.
Yeah, I think that's why I always take Rex with me, because I'm pretty sure there are some perks to bringing him along.
Let's see, let's start here, then go around. So, there.
And if you see any Geth armature, just hit the turbo booster.
Okay, I don't think we'll
whatever you
launch
do,
them
don't
far
flip
in
the
this
tank.
high gravity, though. Yeah, don't flip it because you can't unflip it. Okay, stupid thought. Nice argument, flips your maker in a high gravity world.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know
this
people
is hiding
kind
away.
of debate this. I know some people kind of didn't like this, but personally, I prefer the tank missions in Mass Effect 2 better than the Mako.
Yeah, the Mako has its charm from being so freaking bouncy and all, but yeah, the other vehicles do steer a lot better in the later games.
This is the
Yeah.
Basically,
my armor's here somewhere.
basically, the Mako can go well without jumping a lot in a straight line, but planets tend to have hills. And they didn't really program the physics that much, so we... Oh, hey, he got his red armor back.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you telling me the tank's weakness is Captain Hill?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay.
For a second there, I missaw the symbol for the shotgun. For a second there, it looked like a brute spiker from Halo.
Okay, this is just fucking funny. You lugging around a goddamn cat pulse rifle.
Oh, blue suns.
Yeah.
Miss. Hello.
A pulse rifle. If you're not gonna use the pulse rifle, give it to like Garrus. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Speaking of, okay, they are using good guns. Yep, cool down.
Meanwhile, that blue sun's...
Wait, back up. Bullshit. Does she have an afro?
No.
Oh, hello.
You sure? Fuck off.
It didn't look like an afro to me.
I thought
We're
I
gonna have to
saw
check the
Afro.
body.
There we go.
That Turian, however, he might have what might equate to an afro.
Rex, I know you're excited and all, but keep your rounds out of my ass.
Phrasing. No. Okay, it's not an afro.
Oh.
Also,
Okay, yeah.
maybe
These mercs are
don't
actually a
try to
bit
melee
better.
Guys, we're zoomed in. We're zoomed into a corner.
Inner.
Am I the only one that sees this?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Oh wait, no, that's just a thing on Discord for some fucking reason.
Did you hit
Okay.
the zoom in button that appears on the side of the screen? Because I noticed this
I
one has
didn't
that.
even. I might have pushed it right then. No, it fucking was. I was gonna say, don't try to melee the person emptying an automatic on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do
That's
that.
the thing with Vanguards. High risk, high rewards.
I misheard Rom.
Yeah.
I heard automated onion.
Okay.
How the hell does that work? It just makes them cry to death?
There, quick save. Just get a Lancer back. Okay.
Automatic onion. Yeah, that sounds...
Yeah. Automatic onion. It will kill them by make them cry to death.
It sounds like a name you give a grenade launcher armed with tear gas.
Krogan goes gung-ho. Do a flip.
So basically the standard weaponry for most SWAT teams.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody heck.
I don't think we'll see it in this game, but I remember
completely missed there.
In the future Mass Effect games, there is an assault rifle that is apparently a grenade launcher.
That was okay.
I was actually remembering a skill for the soldier in ME2 and 3.
Oh yeah.
Miss.
It was
the concussion skill.
Yes, that one that you basically can fire a rocket that attacks an enemy. Yeah.
I remember that skill was always funny because of how much it ragdolls the enemy.
Yeah. I would find it like funny to use, calling it my underbarrel grenade launcher.
Yeah. I remember
For
using
every
the concussion
gun.
shot a lot. It was basically fit the Wilhelm scream perfectly.
Let's get our Krogan back up in his feet.
Rex, get up, damn it. You're not supposed to be on the floor.
Oh, hello.
That's a... Whoa, okay, female Hillyan. Okay.
It still surprises me whenever one of those pops up. Because, again, you typically would only see those in Mass Effect 3. Also, you were looking the entire wrong way.
Well, you only see one of those in Mass Effect 3 typically, but yeah, in Andromeda they're very common.
Yeah. Because Andromeda is technically Mass Effect 3.5.
Yeah.
I think there were rumors about Mass Effect 4 again.
Yeah,
well.
I remember there's a lot of those coming out. I'm starting to think it might never happen, but I'm kind of hopeful it comes out just to see if they do it justice.
Yeah, it's sort of similar with Elder Scrolls 6 that... actually, with Elder Scrolls 6, I think most people don't want it to come out because it'll probably blow even more.
Yeah.
It's near around...
Everyone's just kind of tired of...
Finally, some amps.
That took forever. You know, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I've actually ran into more amps as a soldier than I have... Well, I've actually only played a soldier, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also... Oh.
I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap. But at least I've got it back.
It's my color.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Okay.
Love you too, man.
Rex touches his grandfather's armor. His expression, thoughtful perhaps? Krogan are hard to read. When he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun, then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. I think it got color changed by something, because I'm pretty sure in the original that thing was pink.
Which is not Rex's color at all.
Oh dear. Also, I remember years ago people were...
They are cooldown.
Wanting a new Elder Scrolls game, but yeah, I would not be surprised that the sentiment has changed over the other games they released and the statements they done.
Like, I've already decided that if Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I'm gonna check for reviews, and if people say it's at least as good as Skyrim, then I'll buy it and try it out.
Yeah.
Because the one news review thing that I read said that one of the guys working on it, he was hoping it would be at least as good as Skyrim, because he was like, there's no way it's gonna beat Skyrim, because Skyrim was Game of the Year when it came out, so.
Let's see. Garrus... Is that enough? Nope. Oh, there was decryption, not electron. Oh well. We're leaving some loot behind then, but we've got plenty as is.
Yeah, it's not like you need it. The extra loot is nice, but not necessary.
Yeah, that is one of the
Plus,
bigger
we're rich
upgrades, or probably one of the biggest upgrades from Mass Effect 1 to 2, is just streamlining all the bullshit with your inventory.
Yeah.
Less Baldur's Gate, more Call of Duty. Back when, well, that was more understandable.
When we get to Mass Effect 3. Oh, hello. Hello, Marco.
Hey, Marco.
Yeah,
Hope you're doing well today.
When we get to Mass Effect 3, I'll be kinda curious to see if we do the combat arena at least once when that becomes available to us.
I don't remember anything about the combat arena, but then again, I only played through Mass Effect 3 once, with no imported save, so that was very bare bones.
Yeah, I discovered it rather late.
Okay, I never touched the DLCs either.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I figured that the combat arena would be a starter here, but yeah. As far as I could tell, the combat arena is definitely a great way to, once you reach near the end of the game, basically, you can use that to repeatedly redo all its challenges and make money so you can buy any gear you're still missing.
Okay. This is Prime Treasure mod territory. But yeah, once I played through Mass Effect 3 once, I didn't touch it again, so the DLCs are definitely going to be new for me as well. And surprisingly, un-Thresher mods. Doing pretty well, Marco, and you?
2, 1.
You know, the second you say something like that, a Thresher mob appears, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm counting every time. Every time it says something.
Okay, now we're safe because they don't actually like the mountain areas.
3, 2, 1.
To my knowledge, none of them show up in close quarters like this. So this would count,
Well,
and I think.
One might show up to this area to your left because that's like really open. They would love that.
Yeah. There it is. Okay, so damn it.
Well, you could go back to the Normandy and re-equip the squad that can open it. If you want to.
Let's put some points there. There is a chance that this might have something actually valuable. Also, I forgot to... There we go. Okay.
The only explanation to how that helmet works is maybe it's got some camera feed system that we don't know about.
Probably,
it looks like something somebody wearing in the future. It looks like something somebody would be wearing while shooting at me on a fucking cyberpunk game.
Yeah, there's a game, and I don't know what game title I'm thinking of, but I remember seeing a game that I didn't buy, but I took one look at it, and it's like, it's had that similar style faceplate. It's like, that's what that reminds me of. Some other thing that's like, no signs of any eye hole, just looked like it's something that might have internal cameras.
There. Let's see. Marco, doing alright. Tried out the new Arknights game. Quit after the tutorial because it ain't for me. Yep. I was trying that before stream, and I'm pretty sure I'm still in the tutorial. But I do see some promise in it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Actually, the next one doesn't matter because we're not getting out... we're not getting out of the Mako again after this.
Yep. And I don't think I've ever tried any of the Arknights games, so I'm not
it's
sure what
only
I'm
the
missing out
second
on.
one, I believe. The first one I played for a decent time, but I gave up on it eventually because the story was just bleak after bleak after bleak. Could be that it started to brighten up after that, but at that point I was going, what's the fucking point with this now?
Yeah. And of course, the little brief side thing, seeing as it came up. Yeah, in one of my other Discords, someone was pinging me about the new Fable release, and I was like, okay, something I'm tentatively looking forward to seeing reviews on.
Okay. But yeah, from what I've seen of Arknights Enfield, which released today actually, from what I've seen of a few videos and just the game itself, it mixes a bit of mixes some open world with a bit of Factorio and Death Stranding. So far that I've seen, it has good quality of life stuff, but it is the tutorial, so it is the place where they put in the most care at first to ensure that they aren't screwing everything up.
Oh yeah.
We'll see if I'll actually continue playing that or not.
Yeah.
Okay. The biggest weak point that I'd seen in it so far is that NPCs that aren't like active characters and such. The voice acting of that is pretty hit or miss.
Yeah.
There was one quite hilarious glitch that happened in one of the earliest cutscenes, is where your main character is getting escorted through a place. And some side characters notice when one just pulls off their sunglasses in a way in surprise, only to reveal a second pair of sunglasses underneath. Okay, I thought it was maybe something like a Prothean disc or something, but nope.
Yeah. That medical exoskeleton upgrade might be handy, though.
True. Okay. Let's see, Marco. As soon as I got to the Factorio part of it, I quit because I fucking suck at it. Okay, that is actually where I stopped off earlier, connecting the power.
I've heard. Yeah.
At least
I've heard some things about Factorio, but I've taken a look at Factorio, but I've determined it's kind of not my thing, even though I have played stuff similar to it and enjoyed that kind of stuff.
Personally, I'd lean more towards Satisfactory because, well, there you don't get constantly harassed by fucking bugs. Which for some people is, of course, part of the fun of it and such, so that they are working with soft time limits and so, but I don't enjoy that as much.
Yeah.
Mercury.
Like, if there's time limits, then that's not very great at all.
It's soft time limits, as in the more you pollute, the more the bugs get active and such. So you could try and be as green as possible with, but that would slow things down immensely. Let's see. Marco.
Take a look at chat.
Yeah, Marco, funny thing, it's still uninstalling. Okay.
A few days later.
Okay. The Maroon Sea system.
30 years later.
Alright, yeah, we had some stuff on Pharaohs that was pointing here, I believe. Let's start with the Caspian system. The Maroon Sea cluster. This is the system itself. Yeah, I think I said that wrong for a bit. Let's see. Antida. Standard hydrogen, darkened by traces of a sodium. One of relatively few planets known with an orbital period of more than a millennium. Okay, yeah, almost 1,300 years. Okay.
Okay, so that planet is, making orbit only every few.
Look at the look at the day length.
12.8 Earth hours.
Let's see. 12 out. Oh, so it's still. In one way, it spins really slow, but in another, it spins really fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scans of Antida revealed a group of defunct turrets orbiting the planet. The recon team carefully retrieved one of the turrets and brought it on board. Tally dismantled the weapon and found it was marked with a Carthon outpost insignia. Okay.
I can only imagine they just slowly dragged it in with a shuttle and made sure it wouldn't fire the second it touched the Normandy.
Maybe they strapped it to the roof and was dragged it in nice and slow.
Let's see. Ulmar Crux has an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Despite its great distance from Caspian, the energetic young star heats the surface almost to temperate levels. Thick ground fogs are common at the Terminator. We're frozen, where water ice frozen during the long dark side night meets the warm air masses from the day side. The crust is mainly composed of copper with deposits of sodium. Armor Crux's abandoned water and relatively mild temperature and gravity have placed it on the short list of terraforming candidate worlds. However, there is significant opposition from eco-ethics groups who assert that Armor Crux's primitive misanthropic bacteria may be a precursor to a full-fledged native ecology. Okay. It takes almost 6 centuries to go around. Has almost 3 times the length of a day. About 80% atmosphere. High but good temperature. And pretty good gravity as well. Okay. Fornuri. Fornuri has a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and helium, and the surface is mainly composed of silica laced with iron oxides, indicating the world had an oxygenated atmosphere at some point in the past. Given the relative youth of the blue star Caspian and the significant gravity well of Fornuri, this must have occurred with astonishing swiftness, perhaps a result of some cataclysmic event. Further research is required. Another long period. It's not saying that the AU distance, distance with some of these, but I'm guessing all of these are at pretty high distances.
Yeah.
No atmosphere.
Clearly don't take a
388 minus 100 and 1.2. You found some gold.
Don't take off your pressure suit. Human
Platonka?
being bullet on that planet.
Okay, interesting clouds. Platonka is a large but low-density terrestrial world with an atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Its crust is composed of sulfur and unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of heavy metals, usually the result of meteor strikes, dot the surface. High-speed winds powered by the hot blue star Caspian present a constant hazard. Atmospheric entry is hazardous and EVAs are discouraged. 120 years, 20 hours, 0.7 atmosphere, 92 temperature average, and a 0.78 gravity. Okay. We still managed to find some iridium, though.
So on the surface, it's habitable, but on the other hand, the star makes it windy as hell.
MSV Cornucopia. The Cornucopia is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. While obviously adrift, the Cornucopia is not broadcasting any distress call. Registry Exolar Shipping Soul. Okay.
But we're gonna board it anyway, because ship flooding in nowhere is suspicious.
Okay, who wants to tag along?
Well, we need our electronics expert.
Yeah, and I think Rex can do with probably shooting something.
Yeah.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Okay, and the air is as stale as week old bread from the looks of it.
Yeah.
And not there. Okay. Anything better you can get here? Actually, yeah, we can give you that.
It's kind of an odd choice for him, but sure.
Also, just to point out how fucking silly this is. Imagine Tali just seeing Shepard like, here you go, and throws Rex a fucking gas assault rifle, and she's like, where the fuck did you get that?
I have to expect Tali should be like, hey, you should put that away. That's a fucking gas weapon. Get that out of my face.
Now I'm tempted. If we find another one, I'm giving it to Tali just for the fun of it.
Oh god.
Yep. Oh, we know why there's no distress call.
Yeah, there's no distress call because there's husks everywhere.
What the heck? Yeah, there's huskies every. Wait, what? Yeah, you see huskies.
I didn't realize we were being attacked by dogs.
Okay, joke mod idea. Texture swap husks with huskies.
Don't. So, I think I just had an interesting thought.
No.
What's that?
Oh, hello.
With a certain weapon from Men in Black, the first movie,
what, like the big cannon?
I wonder how Rex would react to the loud cricket.
A noisy cricket? I don't know.
Like,
oh yeah, it wasn't noisy.
Probably be
cricket
like,
or loud cricket.
yep, noisy.
All right.
On the other hand, given his size and weight, he probably, yeah. And given his size and weight, I don't think the noisy cricket would throw him at all.
Yeah, but I wonder his reaction when you give it to him without telling him the power behind it.
He'd
probably try to eat it, just out of insult.
Yeah, I'd say one of
fires it, slightly gets moved backwards, and whatever's in front of him just spontaneously explodes. Like, huh?
He'd either get rid of it in some way, or he'd just set it aside, or he'd look at it, shoot it, and be like, okay, this thing's fine.
Yeah, but you probably would wonder, are they pulling my leg or something? At first, the sight of it.
Yeah.
What would be even funnier is if any of the trilogy games had a gun that was like the noisy cricket, just looks tiny and pathetic, but the damage that is through the roof.
Yeah.
Are there many Men in Black games?
Good question.
I think there's a
actually.
VR
one, but I don't think it went over well.
I think the VR one went well.
There was a VR
Scram
one.
rail in our first level 9 item.
Got released last year.
Huh.
Okay, I didn't
only
know
a
that.
few months ago, actually. I told you about it, Captain, even. A Wolf in VR played it.
Alright. Let's see. None better than those. Okay. And yeah, the max item level is 10, so we are getting towards the top of that.
Yeah. Oh, and I had just for the fun of it, I have a thought for Drakir. What do you think the Protheans look like as a race, or looked like?
I already know if I already sort of had that spoiled. I just unsure who made me get spoiled by it.
According to the log files, the
But it
ship
was
was
years
out near the
ago.
Perseus Vale. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board, and then, this is really weird, Shepard. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Vale, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
That artifact must have done something to them. Why else would someone fly into Geth space?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. I don't see anything about how they got back into human territory.
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to organics dumb enough to enter the Veil.
Let's hope that's either the Geth trying to be friendly or something else.
Yeah, not sure if this would count as friendly, but also if they wanted to ward people off, they probably would have turned on the distress signal to get people to find it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wait,
another techno cult artifact.
What if
We keep finding those a lot.
there's Geth in the boxes?
I mean, we're gonna probably blow this place up, so it's not like it's gonna matter soon.
Yeah,
I was gonna say one of two things to that response. That was either A, give me a really big Krogan bomb to put on the ship, or B, give me a hammer and I'll open one.
Decontamination in progress.
Probably a better
time do
idea
we
to
have
just
left?
chuck this thing into the sun. Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
40
probably,
minutes
yeah.
about.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could probably do one more mission at least.
1 to 2 or so.
The commanding officer is aboard.
Okay.
Exo
Let's just.
Presley
Well, we're
stands
nearby,
relieved.
anyways.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls
Yes.
off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Well, he's not
Okay,
wrong
so
on
he does
both fronts.
react there.
I think he only reacts when you go to a major world location, so it's okay
Yeah.
to visit him after a major mission.
Okay. Yeah, let's just send it on a crash course into the fucking sun.
Yeah.
And check out this exogeny facility. And see what the genie got out of its bottle here.
Yeah. And of course, that whole Joker thing is why I much prefer interacting with him in 2 and 3 rather than 1. He's much more interactive in those.
Yeah. Let's see. Pataiton. Rather small hydrogen K. Large quantities of chlorine. Oh, Matriarch's writings. Scans of Pataiton revealed a strange unmanned vessel in orbit around the planet. Tali brought it on board and determined it was a sorry mate, but very old. She discovered several ancient artifacts inside the vessel, including another one of her writings. Is it? I'm pretty sure we've seen a different name on these as well, but it seems that this one is the most frequent.
I'm thinking of this now, but I wonder what real-world culture the Asari are named for, or where they get their names from.
I could probably find it on TV tropes, but for now, Elko. The geological properties of Elko have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it. A fairly typical mixed outer system terrestrial of rock and ice. Pardon. Elko has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is composed of silicates and water ice with deposit of aluminium. Registered starship traffic has been recorded in the vicinity of this planet. Travel is not advised. Okay, so it's a bit of a pirate hub.
Yeah.
30 years, 45 hours. Very cold and half gravity.
I don't think we're not in the Terminus systems yet, are we?
Nope.
Yeah, because I know the Terminus system is sort of pirate central, but I guess this is a more independent pirate area.
Yeah. Lomarthu. Let's see. Has a reducing atmosphere of methane and nitrogen. The surface is hot and mainly composed of sodium with deposit of uranium. In terms of size and orbit, Clomarthu is a virtual twin of Earth, but utterly lacks life. Yeah, 1 Earth exactly. 18.8 hours. Good atmosphere, high temperature, and good gravity.
Yeah. If it weren't for all that, I would say potential terraforming candidate.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Okay. Nodacrux is a verdant world with abundant water, temperate climate, and a thick nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, and a rich ecosystem. It would seem to be perfect for life.
The way you misread the temperate at first.
A relatively high percentage of oxygen makes humans feel energized and alive, though it has also allowed insect analogs to grow to frightful sizes. Now we found oxys. Unfortunately, Nodacrux is a case of almost not quite. Thunderstorms are as common as on Earth, but in Nodacrux's thicker oxygen-rich atmosphere, they are deafening and spark constant wildfires. More damning, however, are the large and ubiquitous tufts of pollen that float on the high-pressure air. In humans and other oxygen-breathing species, they cause severe or lethal allergic reactions. Oh, great.
Yeah,
another one of
here's the
these.
thing. Earth was like this long ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long before we encounter a giant prehistoric spider?
Let's see. technically, spiders don't count as insects, but more separate arachnids and such.
Oh, yeah.
As a certain orange-haired brawler would attest to. Let's see.
What?
Orbital period of 3.6 MLE, crosscode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
22
right.
hours, 2.6 atmosphere, good temperature, good gravity, and we're heading in here. Okay.
You know, splat, giant bug on the window.
Actually, if there is any fighting to do, let's bring the Krogan.
Yep. He'll be good for smashing bugs and glyphid.
Well, he does have... Right, yeah, the Ragnar Wars were 2 millennia ago, so as old as Rex likely is, he didn't live through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and not to mention, the Krogan are used to a world that's so hostile that there's a good chance they've seen anything from glyphid-sized bugs that are glyphid-like to freaking dreadnought-sized bugs that are bigger. And not to mention pressure maws.
Yeah. And hello.
What in the... Thorian creeper? Okay, I thought we were done with Thorians.
Nope. Oh, I thought it was flying through the air, but no, it was sliding across the ground.
No, you made him go tobogganing along the grass.
Okay, ramming speeds.
Alright.
Okay, soundboard.
There were two there. Where did one of them go? Oh god, no, there's... Is that the one, or that was the one, I think?
Quick, find another one.
Okay, there are none on the radar.
Right, I want to ask, have we seen any planets we actually seen any forests?
No.
Not so far, but I know that we will eventually.
There. Scimitar, Armageddon. Okay. There. Okay. Yeah, now that we're starting to get level 9 stuff, the level 8 stuff is being is a lot less attractive to use. Especially since we can get Spectre Git that is just plain better than most of the other of its same level. Okay.
Had a bit of run ahead of wondering all of a sudden too. It's like, I don't remember if this information is as I hope it is, but I wonder if the time gap between Mass Effect 2 and 1 lore-wise is actually the same as the time gap they stayed in game.
I'm not sure. First off, let's get down this mountain.
Okay, one thing to look up though, just in case. For later.
Anything of... Okay, not seeing an entry point. I thought it was a mine shaft at first. But no, it's a separate little structure. Probably a habitat.
Actually, at a glance, it looked like it could be either a habitat or a little crashed satellite.
Okay.
Or for all we know, it could have been a crashed observation probe.
Too big and too unscathed for that. It is odd that it is partially buried into the sides, but it may... Actually, they could have been testing stuff in a cave there.
Maybe.
Oh
man, if they were running experiments on glyphids.
There we go, just clamber back down.
I think you had your gear worrying that you were about to roll the tank.
Yeah. So the captain has a habit of doing that in other games.
Although I don't think that one was entirely intentional on the captain's part, because I noticed it kind of slid sideways as a result of the angle of the hill.
Yeah. It's I was fully expecting a thresher there.
Like the actual Hill, not the captain.
All right, just making sure.
That, however.
Yep.
Oh.
Wait. The moment I start trying to use the thrusters, everything gets bouncy castled.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain if you use the jump thrusters on a steep angle, it'll probably fire the Mako upside down.
Yeah. So, not going to do that. Let's see. Ancient debris. Yep. There we go. Another Turian insignia. This escape pod is half buried in material that has washed down from the mountains. Though it has obviously been here for centuries, the computer still has power. Linking in with your hard suit, you recover a batch of files containing data on the Thrakia colony. Okay. Which says that either tech of that age for the Turians was already really good, or tech has rather stagnated in this universe for it to still be backwards compatibility and such, but at least the battery quality is extreme.
If the technology was stated any lower tech, I would have guessed it would have been an early Turian space exploration probe, kind of like what we're doing, I think, real life-wise.
Actually, that reminds me. Let's see. I think we get a bit more of a description of what all of this is doing here. Yeah, several Turian outposts and colonies were destroyed during the Unification War. Each colony's insignia also disappeared. We haven't... maybe we found the codex for this, but the Unification War is basically, yeah, the current Turian hierarchy rising to power by, well, unifying or destroying the other colonies.
So basically, pre-Earth contact war stuff. If I had to guess.
Yeah. Very much so, like centuries ago.
Probably even during a time before they were part of the council. Who knows?
Probably. We can find out more when/if we find a codex entry. But now we need to find a way through here.
Oh, a stunt jump. See if that'll do it.
There. Nope.
Wait,
nope,
I just realized something.
That.
Since you've not been able to flip the tank, is this tank basically a cat?
Oh, it can fully flip over. It's just that I've managed to avoid it. I think I see a path.
Plus, I'm pretty sure the game systems are also designed to try to make it so that somehow, even in unrealistic angles, the game tries to keep the tank from going over.
Yeah, in-game probably explained with its own Mass Effect core, so that it's heavy enough to stick to the side of the walls, but not too light.
Yeah, I think that actually is covered. I'm not sure if I read it in 2, but I think in 1 for sure there is a codex on it that says that ground vehicles typically have their own interior Mass Effect generators that allows them to shift their center of gravity.
There we go. Just managed to Skyrim my way up. There's something there. There we go.
Mysteriously quiet.
Yeah, there will be a bee, so...
That's... Okay, just half a second away from running it into one of the red sections. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was chasing you down.
I could have much easier gone this way, it looks like.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, Welcome back.
I'm back.
Yeah, just run over the fucking...
Run over the weird space deer.
I remember something with some sort of in-joke with something here. I'm not sure if it's these things or...
Yeah, it's those things. It's just not that one. It's a very specific one.
I remember seeing these in Mass Effect 2, whatever these aliens are on some planet, and in one of the tank missions there, the vehicle's internal AI actually has a voice, and it pops up about all kinds of environmental concerns of like, hey, do not run over the animals or shoot the animals.
They're basically cows with hands or something.
Yeah.
Cows with
one
thumbs.
Of the lines I remember. Actually, one of the lines I remember that I had chuckled at that was kind of funny was as the tank VI being like, remember, this environmental group would like to remind you that animals are people too.
Speaking of that, actually, we did look up the... we had that bit last time, or before that, about the difference between sentience and sapience. And, yeah. It looks like I was misled on that a bit, in that basically sentience is anything that is capable of, well, some level of thought, even if it's even just instinct and such. Where it's sapience that is the actual mark of intelligence and such.
Yeah. I thought it was the other way around, actually, but yeah.
Yeah. Probably, like, I remember in some sci-fi stuff when it speaks of sentient life and such, when meaning, well, thinking creatures and such.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago, actually, that my dad and brother had that debate with me too about the sentience versus sapience terms.
Yep.
Oh man. Are we gonna have to fight another Thorian on this planet?
Oh, you transformed them into ballet dancers.
Well, it's not my fault that Exogeny sent a bunch of ballerinas up in space.
Yeah, if you want to turn them into ballet dancers properly, however, lay down a singularity field and use throw.
Okay. Any more hiding in here? Honestly, should pour this out just in case.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
Any of your grandparents called Bob?
Oh, for the love of...
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Serves you right, yeah.
Probably supposed to coincide with us killing the main thing and such.
Likely.
Oh. And I saw your hair's glitching out. What the hell?
Yeah.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
You could say that.
Yeah.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
And Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the Creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the Creepers here.
Oh, great. Organic quantum organic quantum mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
Well, I could just gun you all down and not report any of that either.
You were in charge of this project. Yeah. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally, Exogeny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
We've got like 2 million credits.
The victims here deserve justice. I have to take you in.
That's not going to happen.
Open okay.
Fire. Open fire.
Great.
I'll bury you instead then. Or just vaporize you.
Yeah. And this should tell us just how corrupt Exogeny is.
Well, so much for the rescue team.
Yep. Exogeny's second-rate mercs proved no match for a trained Alliance Marine, a Quarian, and a Krogan. With the last of the science crew dead, there's no reason to linger here. Okay. Combat optics. Hello there.
Bit of a waste of lives, but they were asking for it.
Turning off the... Okay. So no one else comes looking around this place. Drink.
Yeah. No sense having people come looking and finding an empty building with a bunch of corpses laying around.
Just turn off like all of the lights, the life support, and just pissing off.
Should just go find the main power generator and shut it off completely.
Nope. Bit too early there. Okay. There. Let's see. And that's about it here then, it looks. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check if there's anything more on the... well, this area of the planet's surface. There'll probably be something else of interest somewhere, but not to us at least. Some fancy mountain range or something. But yeah, we're done here.
At the very least, there's scenic views left to find here. That's about it.
Okay. I had a bit of a thought earlier about, like, potential spin-offs from Mass Effect that could have been done. Like, I've mentioned a few times during these streams that it is just a shame that there weren't too many, too many other games outside of the main ones. Like, not even a fucking cart spin-off, and basically everything gets that. Yep, we got everything. But yeah, an MMO of this series, or this universe, it could just put it in an alternate universe where the Reapers were just not a thing or something. Or something else to help explain things or set it after everything. But yeah, that could have gotten into interesting things probably, but yeah, unlikely to happen.
Are you sure you finished
Another way
planet?
I think we did everything on it, or...
So is this an exclamation mark on the map on it?
Huh.
Not there
anymore. Another way to go for the MMO idea would be something that maybe a couple hundred years after the event of 3. Probably.
Let's see. Or do something daring and just not involve humanity at all and have it be put sometime after the Krogan Rebellion.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Supe has the composition of an ice dwarf planet, but is unusually large for such a body. There's a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is dotted with deposits composed of potassium and light metals brought to the surface by cryovolcanic processes. Supay's icy surface was often used as a source of potable water by passing merchant vessels. Since the Alliance claimed the inner system world of Chaska, satellites placed in orbit automatically bill any vessel landing on the world for the massive water removed from the surface. ExoGeni has had a difficult time keeping these satellites operational. They often meet with accidents caused by impact with jettison space debris. So people vandalizing the parking ticket.
Crashes.
One at a time.
Let's see, 275 years, 63 hours, no atmosphere, extreme low temperature and very low gravity. Let's see, magnesium. Okay, and on the way out we shoot down one of those satellites. Just to say fuck you, ExoGeni. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see. Ilapa is a hydrogen and helium gas giant with an unusually ruby color caused by contaminants in the atmosphere. The world has over 120 moons, one of the highest totals in all known systems. Once full development of Chaska's colony begins, a helium-3 refining infrastructure will be developed in the Ilapa system, concentrated on the large ice moon of Kanaraya. Okay, 70 years. Yeah.
Make you wonder how many of those crashed into each other and reduced the amount.
Sorry?
Pretty sure for something to be a moon on a gas giant, well, gas giants are already just fucking giant, so there's a lot more space to work with. But yeah, it would be possible with that amount that some might collide, but seeing as these things have likely been around for millions of years already, it's unlikely. But unlikely is not 0% chance. Let's see. Apo, a craggy world of igneous and basaltic mountains. Apo is racked by constant geological activity. While volcanic hotspots are rare, continental plates are constantly piling up new mountains, subducting old ones or causing slips along transform faults. Apo has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Due to the constant earthquakes and landslide activity, surface exploration is not advised. The rubble-covered wrecks of a half-dozen expeditionary ships stand in mute testament to the planet's instability.
So what we're hearing there is don't land on that or you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah. Okay, 30 years, 56 hours, good atmosphere, low temperature, and good gravity. It's just that, well, the planet is just as likely to do the harm shake the moment you land as it is to, well, do something else to kill you.
You land there and suddenly a few minutes later, Fisher opens up beneath your vehicle.
Yeah. Inti is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere composed of ammonia and helium. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of magnesium. Its density is rather low, leaving the planet tide-locked to Minato. Inti is an unremarkable world, drawing little more than a cursory scan for surface pirate anchorages when an Alliance patrols enter the system. Uh, 0.6 Earth-year orbit. Same for the day length because, well, it's locked. Half pressure, high temperature, and almost 1 gravity. Okay, and Chaska. Chaska is a large but low-density world, fundamentally similar to its inner neighbor Inti. Like Inti, Chaska is tidally locked to Minato. The same side always faces the sun, resulting in a scorching day side and a frozen night side. In the temperate areas around the Terminator, temperatures average around 30 Celsius. Combined with the nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, this slender band of habitable terrain allows limited colonization by humans. It's just that, well, you'll never see the fucking sun go down.
Yeah. Personally, I would like that idea, actually. I think it'd be neat to live on a tidally locked planet.
It could be, well, you You would definitely need a lot to block out the fucking light in your bedroom. Let's see. Chaska's ring is unique. It appears to be, for lack of a better term, a massive piece of alien installation art. The rings are made of small pieces of synthetic material and are almost invisible from space. From the ground, they catch and scatter the light of Minato in picturesque ways. It is not known who created the ring or when. Chaska is very early in development, with little more than a few pioneer teams scattered across the surface. Information is being collated about native hazards and ecology, while a massive colonist recruiting drive is gearing up back on Earth. Okay. So even though there aren't too many people yet, the colony has technically been founded in 2183, with a population of 150, which is the new lowest, I think. Oh, timer.
Yeah.
Orbital period of 1.3 years. Pretty good atmosphere, high temperature overall, but like it said, survivable around the Terminator. Not that kind of Terminator though. And good gravity.
You mean the equator?
Now the equator would be the equator would be like around the planet here, but the Terminator would be more like on the y-axis. So
yeah.
Actually, yeah. Equator would be like this on the planet, you could say. And the Terminator would be more like the ring of it, or like that. Like on Earth, for example, it would the one point would be the North Pole, the other the South Pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you ring around it in that way instead. Okay.
And if I recall from the lore, this in-game current year, that colony is like founded this year, basically.
Okay. But yeah, that is all the time that we have for today.
Yeah, you did save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I hope they did.
I'm gonna pass out right now, so you guys do the final thing. Night, everybody.
Okay, see you next time, and thanks for visiting.
See ya, no problem.
Now, before we end the stream, of course, let's look for someone to raid.
Yeah, and we're gonna do another catch-up stream on Sunday, but this time it's on Zenith Zone Zero.
Yeah, because... okay, at least there was a good reason for it yesterday. Yep. I might have mentioned this before, but my parents are basically helping a widowed uncle of mine renovate his home. And yeah, apparently some people have been fucking with him. Selling him stuff that doesn't fit and so. And trying to refuse to take it back and that sort of bullshit.
Kind of sucky.
Okay. List of recent raids. Okay, it is busy, so I'll narrow this down to a few. Let's see, a streamer I found recently. They're called Myriad Minds. They're playing Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I think you can see why I took an interest in them.
Yep.
Then we have, let's see, Black Panther, who is playing Warframe. And last but not least, let's see, do we rate them recently? Doesn't look like it. We have Cordust playing Species Unknown. I think I've heard of that game of once or twice, but I don't remember what exactly about that.
Species Unknown. Maybe they're looking at Prothean.
Protheans are a known species. It's just not much known about them.
Oh dear.
But yeah, any of those are of interest, or shall I take a pick?
I say your choice.
Yeah, up to you, I'd say.
Okay. Let's take a peek at where Myriad's Minds is. Okay, he's at the Necromancer's place. Oh, let's go give them a raid. There. And there. Okay, / raid and paste. But before we get started, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Aurora. And of course, thank you as always, Drakir, Ram in absence, or in now absence, and Dervin.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
You're welcome indeed.
Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to need to work, and, well, we don't do streams on Friday. Actually, after tomorrow, we technically could do it again, since tomorrow I will be helping the swimming group again, but it was only for this month, so we'll have to... we could potentially put catch-up streams on Friday, but not this week at least.
Yeah, but I do think it's still good to try to have at least one day as a,
break in
relax
between.
day. Yeah.
Okay, maybe at best/worst, just relax streams or something.
Yeah, but as an alternate catch-up day, definitely I'm for that, since if you're only able to stream one day already, then why not?
Yeah. And yeah. On Saturday, we continue with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's Blood and Wine expansion. I probably should just call it The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, since we've already dealt with the Wild Hunt.
Yeah.
And yeah, Saturday, hopefully a catch-up stream of Zenless in the evening.
You said Saturday, you mean Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday. And yeah, next week we'll see next week.
Yes.
So that is about that. So let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all, everyone who may have been watching now or later. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then,
be safe, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagull.
And Thresher moss spores on your ship.
Oh, just a single, just a singular seagull. Watch out for Thorian creepers.